I was working on this image and decided to have a chat with you about what I'm doing at the moment. Hello, my name is Süleyman Dereköy and I'm a photographer. Welcome to my channel. If you are interested in photography and post-processing and tutorials, I have a lot of content and materials coming soon. Please subscribe and turn on the notifications. This is a photo of a tower in Izmir, Turkey. And I wanted to be a black and white fine art architecture photo. Before showing you what I'm currently doing, let me show you the original raw file, which is this. As you can see, it's far from being a fine art photograph. It has a lot of issues to be fixed, and then after fixing these issues, it has to be stylized in a fine art architecture photography fashion. For example, this lamp here, these leaves, and the side of the other tower has to be removed, and the reflections of clouds on these glasses and these harsh highlights on the frames has to be removed. I didn't think of shooting a long exposure at the time I took the photo, but it might have saved me the burden of clearing these glasses. Anyway, this is the image I have and I have to work on it. Here are some other issues to be fixed. Here is what I've done so far. Right now I'm fixing these frames and windows. The way I fix the frames and windows is like this. To fix the frames, simply I sample a color from these parts and brush over the areas required. To do that, I made selection paths beforehand, which was a quite tedious task. I simply select the necessary area, control click, and a selection is made. Then let me hide these marching ends, and then I choose brush. Let's check the layer, lines, okay. Simply sample the color and gently brush over the areas required with a low opacity and low flow brush controlled by pen pressure. Yes, I'm using a graphic tablet, which is kind of necessary for this kind of work. Just like this. I'm going to go over the problematic areas and fix them. This is just demonstration purposes. Maybe I can make a full video on how I processed this image when finished, if you like, of course, or if you want. Alright. To fix the windows, similarly, I'm going to select the windows areas and clone them, or use the healing brush tool to patch these problematic areas. Alright, let's select these windows. To select them, I select the entire windows area that I made a path before, and I'm going to subtract the lines here. To do that, control click the windows area, and Control Alt click the lines area. Right now, the only portion or the only part of this image selected is this Windows area, as you can see with the marching ends. Let's hide them and choose the cleanse stamp tool, sample from an area, and then match it and simply paint over it. Okay, you can make the brush bigger, just like that. Of course, it will need a lot of fixing and refining, but here is where I am with this image. Before, after, and this is the before, this is the after. Before, after. If you like this video, or if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below. Give a thumbs up, subscribe and turn on the notifications because I have a lot of videos coming soon. My personal website is www.reflections.digital, where you can see my photography portfolio. My photography training website is photophilia.com. I'll leave the links in the description. Subscribe to my newsletter for exclusive content. Thanks for watching. See you next time.